was so bothered because the crayons weren't working, and then that wasn't working, and the pages were old. And what's worse is that after the lady told me she killed Mr. Fishy, she stopped babysitting for me. I thought she was my friend. She told me she was, and my new babysitter is so boring. Homeschooling stinks.
I'm sorry that happened to you, but we are running out of time for your 5-minute psychic session.
Oh, that's okay. Daddy said I can use his credit card when I'm bored, and I'm always bored.
Oh, isn't that nice?
So, can you see how Mr. Fishy's doing in heaven?
That's more of a medium's job, and I don't know if they can speak to animals, but I can just take a look here and see what images the subconscious reveals today. I see you playing a large house, a yard, a pool, silver clouds wrapped around you, and then a car, red Prius. It keeps making orange clouds fainter and then stronger again and again. And that's all I can describe for today. The silver clouds signify you're going to go through some rough times, probably from grieving Mr. Fishy, but you'll be okay in the end. Red Prius mean anything to you?
Oh, my old babysitter used to drive a red car. I don't know what type, but it definitely wasn't new. My daddy used to make fun of it.
Well, that's probably her. The orange clouds are a sign of hidden turbulent emotions. So she's, oh, wait, do you know what turbulent means?
Turbulent, characterized by disturbance and agitation. My English tutor taught me.
Right. Well, your old babysitter probably feels torn up inside over what happened to Mr. Fishy.
What? Even though she left me and never came back?
A lot of times people run from situations that they're too afraid to handle and they don't tell others. Unfortunately, that is the end of our session. I hope you found meaning in your time here at Journey the Mind. Hope you come again.
Oh, I think I will. This was a lot of fun. I'm going to come back and make sure I get to see you again. See you around, nice lady.
See you around, kids. Have any clients so far this morning?
Devin, why do you always scare me?
You're very easily frightened. What are you reading?
To all the boys I've loved before.
Or just watch the movie.
They always say the book is better, and besides, you know I like reading. It'll basically be my job once I graduate.
You know you're saving all the Barnes and Nobles in the area, right?
To answer your original question, no, I have not had any clients this morning. You?
I just had a kid using Daddy's money, lucky her, to give me a whole tirade about her dead pet.
Oh, those are always messy situations.
You know, if this were a movie, I'd be using my powers to crack some unsolvable crime or something, not helping second graders move on because their fish died.
Devin, you have a gift, and though it's not as exciting as an action movie, you are helping everyday people, one problem at a time. I would say that's pretty cool.
Maybe it's a little cool. Maybe.
Oh, and would you look at that? I have my first client of the morning. Who knows? Maybe I'll get the detective with the unsolvable case.
Bye.
Hello there, and welcome. Alec? Alec from French?
No way, Claire.
How are you? I'm so.
Looking at the list of all the psychics available, I thought Claire Bassett sounded familiar, but I honestly forgot what your last name was.
Well, that's me. I'm Claire. Claire Bassett.
I had no idea you were a psychic.
Oh, well, a lot of people give me crap for it because they either think it doesn't work or superstitions, family included. So I just decided it was best to keep it under wraps at school.
Smart move. I might have been one of those people. No offense.
Oh, it's whatever. The subconscious and the spirit realm often scare people. Anyways, comme ça va? How are you?
Oh gosh, how do you say I'm tired every day and I don't want to pay full tuition for Zoom semester?
Hey, uh, hey, Alec, we didn't really talk a lot this past semester, and I just wanted to.
No, yeah, I'm sorry I didn't reply to you. I haven't really been talking to anyone ever since quarantine started. Bad habit, need to break it. Don't take it personal.
I didn't.
I loved French with you and all those times we went to Duncan right after and all our study nights. You helped me out a lot in that class.
Thanks. I mean, you're welcome.
I'd love to keep in touch more. So text me again sometime. I'll respond. And if I don't, just hound me.
Totally.
So I didn't even know virtual psychics were a thing.
Oh, well, they've always been a thing. But with the pandemic, all those who practiced either needed to socially distance or switch to online. And Journey the Mind, the site you're on right now, just decided to go entirely virtual. Which reminds me, I need to say my spiel. Hello there, and welcome to Journey the Mind. I'm your psychic, Claire. How may I assist you today?
I've never really given much thought to the supernatural. Not that that's bad. It just means I was never for or against it.
Well, this is a crystal ball reading. It's more so me opening my third eye to the subconscious. But really, what brought you in today?
No, it's kind of dumb, and I already spoke to my advisor, but then my friend half dared me to consult a psychic. Okay, basically, I was considering possibly transitioning to be a philosophy major because I've been kind of interested in it lately.
Oh, whoa, wait. Aren't you already like 3 years into your degree? As a bio major? That'd be a big shift.
Yeah, my advisor told me that I'd have to be a super senior, and that would mess up with my financial aid. So I kind of already decided to just stick with my major and maybe use up a free course I have to take a philosophy class or something.
What got you so interested that you even considered switching?
I was talking to a friend, and they know a lot about philosophy, and I don't know, what they were saying was just kind of sticking with me. But whatever, I'm back on bio.
It sounds like you already solved this problem. What is it exactly you want me to do?
Could you just could you just clear my head or something? Or like just see what the crystal ball says to reassure me that my philosophy idea was dumb and I should stick to bio if I don't want to be poor.
Okay, I guess we'll see what lies in the subconscious today. First, I'm going to focus in on the crystal ball, and then once I start seeing things, I'll just start saying stuff out loud. We can worry about making sense of it afterwards.
Gotcha. You do your thing.
White, white clouds, now real clouds. You're walking around campus, smiling. A photographer, a graduation gown, blue. Now blue clouds. You walk out of them with a lab coat, a microscope, sounds, something, moving slides, a bacteria, a fungus, uh, sorry, I got confused at what I was looking at, so my connection wavered, and
No, that was cool. That was enough.
I guess bio isn't really my thing.
So I do follow through with it?
Oh, well, let's break it down. White clouds signify good fortune to come, so I think it's safe to say that your graduation will certainly be something to celebrate.
Passing one class in this pandemic is something to celebrate, but I'm glad I graduate.
Blue signifies success in your career. And while I can't tell you how old you were in those images, it looked like that you were sticking to bio and it's actually going to work out for you. All happy things.
That's actually good to know. Thank you so much, Claire. This little session thing did help.
Of course. And I would offer to make time of what we have left, but I just remembered that I forgot to set a timer for our 5-minute session today.
You've already helped me with everything. Thanks, Claire.
Of course, I hope you found meaning at your time here at Journey of the. Actually, I saw something else in the crystal ball at the end when my connection was started wavering, but I definitely saw it.
Oh, you did? I think you covered
No,
everything.
I did. Definitely. I definitely saw it.
Well, what was it?
Gold clouds, which often signify that romance is headed your way.
If you saw it at the end, does that mean I'll only find romance when I find my job?
Oh, well, the images I see aren't always showed in chronological order, so who knows? Why don't you just keep an eye out for it, just in case. I mean, maybe it'll happen sooner than you think. Maybe it's happening right now.
Huh. Maybe. I'll definitely keep that in the back of my head. I should probably head out. You probably have other patients you'll want to see.
Not patience, but yes, I'll text you.
Yeah, right. Sorry. Do that. See ya, and thanks again.
See you soon. Bye. Talk soon. Oh God. Oh God, I did that. Get it together, Claire. You're still working. Hello there, and welcome to Journey of the Mind. I'm your psychic, Claire. How may I assist you today?
Good morning, Claire. I'm Professor. Clearly you're not one of my students. I don't even know why I went into saying that. I guess just force a habit. Call me Phil.
Nervous?
Is that discernible?
Don't worry. Lots of people are nervous for their first session.
I've never been a very religious person by nature. As the great Nietzsche once said, God is dead, though he was talking about the unruliness of humanity and not psychics.
Well, this is a crystal ball reading. It isn't really religious. Just opening a door to the subconscious and navigating the spiritual energy between us both.
Of course, I don't know why I brought up my teachings. Force of habit. I'm just trying to become more acquainted with the ways of psychics and their practices.
Well, why is that? Hoping to become one yourself?
Oh, no. I think I just like to leave it at that.
What brought you in today, Phil?
To be curt, I'm at a bit of a low in my life. It took me a while to admit because financially I'm rather stable. I just don't have much meaning in my life. I mean, I have no meaning in my relationships, and with this money, I just use it and I'm channeling it into all these passions, like putting extensions on my house, upgrading my car, and other things.
Well, it's good that you can see your own problems, but what is it exactly you want me to do?
My therapist thinks that I'm funneling my money into all these things to make up for the attention I didn't give my daughter growing up. You see, my ex-wife and I got a divorce while she was in middle school, and I left. I became a bad father, and I've been thinking of reconnecting lately, which led me here.
And you want me to see how that will go for you?
Correct.
Well, let's see what lies in the subconscious today. I am going to look into my crystal ball, and then I'm just going to start saying things out loud. I'll need quiet until I'm done.
Understood.
It's you, sitting in an armchair. There's a bookshelf behind you. You're smoking a pipe. Yellow clouds. Now green. Green swirls everywhere. There's a girl in the middle, surrounded. She reaches out her hand, flash of orange. She pulls away. You have a very nice living room, if that's what I saw.
It was. The yellow clouds weren't smoke, were they?
Right. Yellow clouds often signify obstacles in one's life, and well, you did mention that you have a lot of problems. Obstacles can be overcome, however. The green swirls I saw around the girl, who I'm assuming is your daughter, she wasn't really the most clear, signify that she's doing very well right now. You should be happy for that.
But when she reached out, there was orange. That doesn't sound too good.
She still has some turbulent emotions about the whole thing.
Maybe I'm wasting my time, aren't I? I mean, it's too late, isn't it? She's doing plenty fine without me now.
The future sometimes hides things from us. Who knows what may lie behind those obstacles? A happy ending?
Thank you, Claire, but I think I'll be on my way now.
Oh, are you sure? We still have some time left in your 5-minute session.
I think I'm going to sit on what we heard on today's session for a bit. Thank you for your help.
Of course. I hope you found meaning at your time here in Journey of the Mind. I hope you come again, and good luck on fixing your relationship, Phil. Devin, thank goodness you're free.
What's up?
I just had the craziest... Wait. How did that not scare you?
I am not easily frightened.
Okay, well, I just had 2 clients and something big happened.
What happened?
Okay, so the second guy was talking about this having a strained relationship with his kid, but I mean, while that wasn't really...
Isn't family drama the worst? I'm so glad I can support myself. Oh, sorry. You were saying?
That guy wasn't really important, though emotionally endearing. But the second guy was Alec, you know?
Alec, the cool guy from French that you liked all semester but didn't actually ask out or anything?
Yes, that Alec!
That's great, Claire. I guess. What did he come to you for help with? Relationship trouble?
No, he was thinking of switching from bio to philosophy for some reason, whatever. The big thing that happened was I might have sort of lied when I was interpreting what I saw in the crystal ball.
Look at you, Mrs. Goody Two-Shoes, breaking the ethical code of psychic work. What did you tell him?
That I saw romance in his future and he should look out for it.
And then you told him that you saw him dating you or kissing you or something.
Oh, what? No, that's crazy. I would have died.
So you mean to tell me that all you told him was that he would at some point have a relationship with someone?
Yeah.
Claire, you told him nothing.
What? I broke the psychic code of conduct.
Did you lie? Yeah. Did you tarnish your reputation as a professional? Yeah. But if you're going to lie, you might as well do it for something big. This was small.
I guess you're right. I'm just being silly. We'll just have to see, though, once I start texting him more.
Exactly. Just wait and see. I got another client in my waiting room.
Oh, me too. Catch you later.
Bye.
Alec, hey, I glad you could meet me again.
You kind of made it clear in your text you wanted me to come in for another session.
Right. Well, I was doing some scrying on my own time, and the subconscious just was telling me that you needed to come back in. You used the coupon code I gave you, right?
Yeah, thanks for that.
Of course. Now, before I get into the actual psychic work, is there anything that happened that relates to what I saw in our last session? I mean, I know it's only been a week, but
Right. I think I'm more confident than ever that bio is the thing for me. I wouldn't have lasted all those extra years in philosophy without my financial aid, anyways.
that's good. That's great. And anything about the other thing?
The romance thing?
Yeah, just in case something happened to pop up or not,
There
whatever.
is, there's something.
What is it?
You have to promise you're not gonna judge me. I know I said I would have picked on you for having this job, but you gotta be different right now, just for me.
I would never. What is it?
Okay, so you know how I mentioned I only was into philosophy because I had that one friend?
Yeah.
I would hang out with this person a lot, and they would go on and on about this philosophy crap that I did not understand at all. But this weird feeling would wash all over me while they did that. I thought it was me discovering I liked philosophy or something, so I considered switching from bio. But now, thanks to our past session, it clicked. I like this person.
Wow. That's great. I'm so happy I could give you such useful insight. So is this someone from another class of yours, or?
I have a sugar daddy. I understand your reaction. It kind of just happened. That's a lie. I got an app for sugar babies. I just figured with all my money troubles, a little extra cash on the side couldn't hurt, you know?
Yeah, the economy's terrible. So you sleep with this guy?
That's the thing. I don't, but I still get paid.
What do you guys even do?
We honestly just hang at his place and talk
Whoa,
about.
you went to his place? Do you want to get murdered?
I'm here right now, aren't I? Besides, you didn't see murder in my future when I was here last week.
Oh, well, I mean, I didn't, but that's not how that.
Got you there, didn't I? Like I was saying, we mostly just hang at his place and lie in bed and talk. Sometimes we talk about what we want to do with our lives. I guess in his case, what he is doing at this point. He teaches philosophy, so he would talk about that a lot. It never got weird, despite just being in our briefs when we first started meeting, or that one kiss early on. Not as weird as I thought it would be.
So what does he want with you?
I honestly think he's lonely, but I will not complain if someone's paying me to spend time with them. Where was I going with this? Right. You said you saw a romance in my future.
I did. I very much saw that.
So I was sitting there that same night and I was thinking, if it wasn't the philosophy that gave me this weird feeling, then it must have been him. And
Uh,
that means I must like him. I I think I like this guy.
uh, uh, um, you didn't say, but I'm assuming this guy is old, at least older.
No, I know that, and I know that realistically this is crazy, but I guess I can't really stop myself from feeling how I feel. And this week when I was over at his place, I just stared at him while I spoke about Kant or whoever.
Uh-huh.
I'm still making pretty good bank, so I'm gonna ride the sugar baby thing out while I still can. I mean, I'll just have to deal with my feelings. There's no real way to see. Actually, there is a way to see how things will turn out. You,
Me.
yes, use your psychic powers to, what did you say you did? Scry the crystal ball and see if you can figure out how things will turn out between me and him. Maybe this is why your subconscious knew to call me back here.
And the subconscious never lies. I'll do this. I will do this. Let me just. I'm sorry. I don't know why I lost my connection.
Something wrong?
No, nothing's wrong. Let me just try again. Yeah, something's wrong. I must have forgot to charge my crystal ball, and now I can't seem to see anything. Sorry.
Oh, that's fine. Thanks for hearing me out, at least. I haven't told anyone about this whole sugar daddy thing, much less me liking him. Thanks for being a solid friend.
Of course. Anytime. Bye. I messed up. Wow. This is something that's happening. Okay. Just take this next client to get your mind off of things, Claire. Hello there, and welcome. Oh, Bill, hi. Welcome to Journey of the Mind. I'm your psychic, Claire. You already knew that. How may I assist you today?
Hi, Claire. It appears I have come back.
What brings you in this time, Phil?
I'm afraid the same thing. I just need to know that I think my fortune's changed. Can that happen in 1 week?
In the cosmic scope of the world, a lot of things can have little to big influences on our near and distant future. However, for matters of great importance, such as this one, I often recommend to keep an open mind about things and not get one's hopes up.
Just, I don't know if I can keep going on living the way that I do.
And what's that?
Years ago, I would have relished the lifestyle that I have now. My new house, my new model car, and just soaked it all in. Now I can't even look upon these materialistic items without feeling empty inside. I've even used my money, and I've gone as far as to pay for the accompaniment of a younger gentleman. At first, it was a means to express my suppressed homosexuality, which may have contributed to my divorce now that I ponder it. But now I just enjoy his presence, of being around somebody who actually listens to me.
That's a lot to take in.
I know that these simple pleasures can't sustain me long term. I need to try and mend my relationship with my daughter. I've ignored it and how it's gnawed at me for so many years, but not anymore. I just hope it's not too late to make up for all those years that I was lost. Please look into your crystal ball, Claire. Please.
Of course. Let me just. It's you. Lying in bed, facing the ceiling. Yellow clouds. There's a guy next to you. Younger, like me. Kind of looks like. Sorry, my connection wavered. I was looking at. I don't know what I don't know what I saw.
Well, you saw something.
Right. I saw you lying in bed with the guy. I'm assuming your sugar baby.
Is this what I've allowed myself to become? A sugar daddy who can't even form a meaningful connection without an incentive?
I didn't say that.
You didn't need to. I think I'll bid farewell early again.
I can try again.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. Yellow smoke. Obstacles. I gave up becoming a father. Now the path back to becoming one is treacherous. There's no point in trying any further.
You can't lose hope.
No, it was irresponsible of me to make a session with you anyways. I have a Zoom lecture to get to anyways.
Lecture? Like a teacher? What do you teach?
A professor of college and philosophy.
No.
No?
No, I didn't mean, I didn't mean anything.
All right, okay. Best to you, Claire. May you not be so foolish in your relationship. Bye.
Oh God, I need Devin.
Yeah, it was like band kids gone wild.
Devin, Alec is in love with his sugar daddy, and I know who it is.
I'll have to call you back. Yeah, psychic stuff. Okay, bye. Okay, I already feel and I told you so coming at some point in this conversation, but I am very interested. Start from the top.
So Alec apparently has had a sugar daddy for a while now.
In this economy, I can't blame him. I literally thought about starting an OnlyFans.
Oh, I totally respect. I would definitely subscribe as a friend, but they don't have sex. He literally just talks to him and gets paid.
That's even better. Anyway, back to the story.
So Alec has been feeling all weird whenever he spoke to this guy, and he thought it was because he was into philosophy. That's what the guy teaches. But because my fake fortune that he's gonna fall in love is making him think he's falling in love with his sugar daddy.
See, you could have just said you saw yourself making out with Alec, and this would have been avoided.
You're probably right. And I don't know if it's better or worse because I know who his sugar daddy is. Remember that guy I spoke about? The one with the estranged relationship with his kid?
It's him?
Yes! He admitted to being a sugar daddy last time we spoke, and Alec admitted that the guy was just lonely and he was longing to fix the relationship with his daughter. Whatever. And just in case this all isn't some big crazy coincidence, I saw his sugar baby when I was scrying, and it looked a lot like Alec.
Wait, you said daughter? So a gay philosophy teacher who's not close to his daughter?
Gay philosophy professor.
Claire. That's my dad.
What? But you always said your dad wasn't in the picture. Oh, wait, I see it now. This makes sense.
Wow. Wow.
So you are the girl I saw in my subconscious. Oh, wow is right. This is crazy.
But why would my dad come to an online psychic business? He never took this seriously the few times I mentioned it.
He mentioned he was trying to get more into it and that he wanted to reconnect with you. Maybe this is how.
He probably asked my mom behind my back to figure out I worked here. Can't believe he actually went through the trouble of doing that. Still didn't have the balls to make a session with me, though.
An effort is an effort, isn't it?
An effort that's a little too late.
Devin? Devin!
Yes, what?
I know how we can solve both of our problems.
Our? What do you mean, our? What problem do I have?
Okay, so Alec even admitted himself that his crush on your dad, that is so weird to say, is just some temporary thing. So to make him get over it so he can start growing feelings for me, we need to get rid of his sugar daddy.
Murder?
You know that was the farthest thing from what I meant.
I don't like where this is going.
The only reason your dad, I am just gonna call him Phil. The only reason Phil is a sugar daddy is because he longs to reconnect with his daughter. So if you reconcile your relationship with him, he'll stop wanting to be Alex's sugar daddy. Problem solved.
No. Problem. Your problem is solved. My dad not being in my life is not a problem for me. It was a problem for me several years ago when I still believed in the best in people and wanted him to come around, but I've grown since then. And I have paved a perfectly fine life for myself without him.
I know I'm asking a lot, but Devin, please, this is the only way.
Are you even listening to what you're asking of me? Just so a boy you can't directly confess your crush to can like you?
You're right. I'm being a coward, a selfish coward. But answer me this, is there really no part of you that wants your father back in your life?
I've gotten used to him being gone.
That's not what I asked you.
I don't know, Claire. I don't.
I mean, it seems like he's willing to make an effort. He met with me only twice, but still.
I don't want to hush open old wounds and get upset all over again. I don't need him in my life. But maybe I want him back in my life. Things weren't always so bad with him. We did have some good times. What the hell? I'll speak to him.
Yes! Oh, thank you, Devin.
But he's clearly scared of seeing me, so you have to get him here and trick him into speaking with me.
Deal.
And just because I speak to him does not mean him and I are making up. But if we do, I'll get him to stop being a sugar daddy.
Understood.
You know, if I'm going to do this, there's something I want you to do for me.
Name it. I'll do anything. That's a lie. I have my limits.
There's this little girl who keeps seeing me. At first, I didn't mind the cash, but she keeps moping about her dead pet and then just telling me about her day. I don't even get to look into my crystal ball anymore.
So you want me to take her off your hands?
Yes, please. I'm sure she'll blab about Mr. Fishy to anyone who will listen.
You said Mr. Fishy?
Yeah?
Is her name Sydney?
No way. You're the babysitter who killed Mr. Fishy?
Yes, that's me. Oh, I'm so ashamed of myself. I love cats.
Mr. Fishy was a cat?
She's 8 years old.
How did you even kill the thing?
I forgot that he was an outdoor cat, and turns out I don't know how to drive a golf cart. End of story. Except, why do they own a golf course? Oh, whatever. End of story.
No, you need to take her off my hands. You have to face this girl the same way you should have faced Alec with how you feel about him. This is a learning moment.
Fine. I'll get Phil to come in, and I'll take Sydney off your hands. All you have to do is talk to him. Deal?
Deal.
Claire, what was so urgent that I had to come in for an emergency meeting?
You're going to like this. I couldn't get you and your heartfelt struggle out of my head all week, so I did some scrying on my own time, and you know what I saw?
What?
Your daughter! And she wants to talk to you, so here she is.
Hang on a minute. Hang on. I don't know what kind of thing you're getting me into here, but I don't know if I want any part of this. Okay? Devin,
Hi, Dad.
I'm very confused. First, Claire says she never sees us talking in the crystal ball, and now this.
Surprise, surprise. We make our own fortunes sometimes. Claire lied to you right now so that I could talk to you.
You wanted to talk to me.
Don't you? You're the one who came to an online psychic after calling this stuff child's play a long time ago.
Right. Right.
Did you ask Mom not to tell me you spoke to her?
Yeah. I was afraid that if she told you that I tried to reach out, you would try and avoid me at all costs.
Would you blame me if I did?
No.
Why, Dad? Why?
My life has been meaningless lately.
No, I know how sad your life has become.
You saw it in the ball.
Claire told me.
There's no client attorney privilege for psychics.
No, there's no client attorney privilege for psychics. When I said why, I meant, why did you basically walk out on my life when I was 10 and not look back?
It's complicated.
Yeah, I can leave this call.
I was afraid. I was afraid of becoming a bad father.
But you were a bad father.
Let me backtrack. Your mother and I were a bright idea that flickered out. We were slowly becoming more and more distant as the passion from our years of dating slowly dwindled. Your birth temporarily put that on hold, and I am sincere when I say that your childhood memories are the ones that I hold the most dear.
So what went wrong? Me?
No, sweetheart. Me. I can only delay the inevitable, and your mother and I found ourselves trapped in a loveless marriage, and I knew that a bright little girl like you deserved more than that. So we divorced, and I went my own way. Along, and I did find myself attracted to other men, but what I've decided that had contribution to divorce.
You ignored me. You didn't come to visit for the holidays or respond to my texts or come see my dance recitals. I hated those, but you still didn't come.
I thought that your mother would remarry and find somebody new who could light up her life and in turn yours.
She had other things to worry about, like finding a job as a single mother.
I didn't think of that at the time.
That's right. You only thought of yourself. You didn't need to be her husband to still be there as my dad, but it was just easier for you to send your child support checks and pretend like that was enough.
I realize that now, Devin. I only wanted what was best for you and your mother.
I just wanted to see my dad sometimes. Did you think about what I wanted?
I was afraid. I was also discovering myself. But that was no reason for me to be asked like I was. And for that reason, I'm trying to reach out now to be the father that I stopped being.
Guess what? My developmental years are over now. I have a job and my own place and my own life.
And I'm delighted with how you turned out despite everything.
You don't get to pity me.
Your mother reluctantly told me about Journey of the Mind. So I thought that before I checked it out, I should make some sessions with Claire, as I wasn't sure what to say to you. And here I am now, just rambling like an idiot.
So what's the end game here, Dad?
I'd like to be more involved in your life, even if that's just calls or texts, maybe even occasionally seeing you in person. And for reasons outside this pandemic, I understand if you don't want that, but I just need you back in my life somehow. Being trapped at home has made me realize what I walked away from. What do you say?
Mom helped me after you left. And now I'm helping myself. I can stand on my own 2 feet. I've been doing well enough and I don't need you in my life anymore. I figured out how to live without you.
Sweetheart.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that I like you not being there in my life and that I wouldn't like you to be back. So if you really want this, we can try and work something out.
Oh, you have no idea how happy you just made me. Devin, this is the start of a new chapter in my life.
Yeah, let's just hope this one ends well.
It will, I promise.
I've been ignoring my psychic duties, and I'm sure you have a lecture to get to, so we should get back on that. But I'll reach out to you. I still have your number.
Okay.
Also, this is really awkward, but you're a sugar daddy, right?
What?
Claire told me everything. Everything.
Oh, I'm deeply embarrassed, but don't worry. This is a new chapter in my life. I'm purging my old ways.
Oh, don't purge the car or the house, but the guy's gotta go. Not because I'm against sugar daddies, but you're my dad and I know him, so
It's history.
thank you. You should go now before it gets more awkward.
Right. Then I'll conclude with this. Thank you, sweetheart. Talk soon.
Devin?
Claire,
Wait, did I just scare you? I just scared you just now.
I'll give you that one, and only that one.
How'd it go?
It went surprisingly well. He sounds sincere, like he really wants to be a part of the family again. Of course, we'll have to wait and see how it ends, but it was nice.
That's great.
And I know you're dying for me to get to it, so he also said he'll stop being Alex Sugar Daddy.
Stop that. I mean, I'm happy about that, but I'm also happy for you and care about you.
I care about you too. Speaking of which, Sydney makes an appointment with me every other day, and since she didn't come in today, I'm going to make sure she catches you tomorrow.
Ugh, okay.
Good luck with Alec, but you do know you'll have to tell him the truth at some point, right?
I know. At some point.
And you may have pressured me into possibly experiencing more emotional distress by speaking to my father, but since it all ended the way it did, thank you. Now, I gotta go. I have someone waiting for their session.
And thank you, Devin, so much.
Bye.
Okay, just talk to him and see what's up. That's all. Hey, Alec, how's it going?
Something tells me you know, considering you asked me to come see you again.
Right, well, I was doing some scrying on my own time, thinking about everything that we talked about, and I saw you in orange clouds, so I knew there was some emotional turmoil going on. Well, what's up?
Sugar Daddy called it quits yesterday. Didn't really explain why.
Oh no!
There goes an extra source of revenue. It's also just weird him having such a big impact on me in a week and then just leaving.
Big changes can happen in little time.
It would have been nice if your crystal ball could have caught this all before it happened.
Yeah, that would have saved us a lot of trouble. But hey, I mean, it did predict that you were going to be a financially stable biologist in the future. And maybe that love reading wasn't about your sugar daddy.
Maybe, but whatever. I'm honestly just embarrassed about this whole thing. Please forget this ever even happened, Claire.
But we don't have to do that.
It's probably for the best. Thanks for the wild ride. See you around.
Oh, wait, Alec, I lied.
What do you mean you lied? What did you lie about?
I didn't actually see romance in your future. I made that up. And I didn't actually see that you were upset today. I knew your sugar daddy had cut things off with you because once you told me that you liked him, I figured out that he was my best friend's dad. So I had the makeup resulting in him not wanting to have a sugar baby anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, that did sound pretty crazy once I said it out loud.
Why did you do it?
I like you, Alec. A lot.
You could have just said that instead of putting us all through this.
I know I have pretty lousy foresight for a psychic.
You didn't have to use your psychic powers to try and convince me that we should get together. You're pretty cool. If you had just told me that you liked me, I probably would have said it back.
Really?
Yeah, and then this happened.
Yeah, I have ruined all chances of anything ever happening between us, and you probably never want to speak to me again.
That's a little harsh. Maybe you didn't ruin all of them.
What are you saying?
This past week has been one of the most entertaining I've had in quarantine, and I do like talking to you.
So you're open to the idea of, I don't know, dating me?
No. No, at least not yet. Let's just continue being friends and see what happens.
That's very kind of you.
Just please make sure you don't pull whatever this was again.
I promise. Lesson learned. Be direct.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. Have a nice rest of your day, Claire.
Bye, Alec. Oh no, Devin remembered. This has to happen at some point.
So, you're the new psychic lady. You're her! Mr. Fishy Killer!
Yeah, that's me.